Stop. Whatever skill you're learning right now, there's a 73% chance it'll be completely useless by 2035, and we're about to prove it. But here's what no one's telling you. While everyone's racing to learn Python, prompt engineering, or whatever tech trend is hot this month, the people who will actually thrive in 2035 are mastering something completely different. Something so counterintuitive most people are actively running away from it. 6 months of research went into this, talking to futurists, neuroscientists, and people already working in AI labs. And what was found will completely change how you think about your future. Because the skills that will make you irreplaceable, AI can't even touch them, and you can start building them today. This is Mind Mastery 2035. Let's look at something that'll make you uncomfortable. In 2015, data entry was a booming career. Today, almost extinct. In 2020, basic graphic design was a six-figure skill. Today, Canva and Midjourney do it in seconds. Right now, in 2025, we're telling people to learn coding. But here's the thing. By 2035, AI will write better code than 90% of human programmers. That's not pessimism. That's from OpenAI's own research team. But here's where it gets interesting. Because while AI is getting exponentially better at technical skills, there's a category of abilities it's failing at spectacularly. And these aren't just nice-to-have soft skills. These are the capabilities that will determine who leads companies, who solves humanity's biggest problems, and who stays relevant when everything else gets automated. We're talking about cognitive skills, so deeply human, so contextually complex, that even the most advanced AI stumbles trying to replicate them. And the best part, most people aren't developing these skills at all, which means if you start now, you'll have a 10-year head start. So what are these skills? Let's break down the 5 skills that will make you indispensable by 2035. And here's a warning. Some of these will sound absurdly simple, but that's the trap. Simple isn't easy. First, deep listening. And no, this doesn't mean just paying attention. Here's what's happening right now. Someone tells you about a problem. You hear their words. You might even respond appropriately. But you're missing 80% of what they're actually communicating. Deep listening means hearing what people aren't saying, understanding the emotional substrate beneath the words, recognizing patterns in how they frame problems. AI can transcribe conversations, it can analyze sentiment, but it can't understand why someone hesitated for half a second before answering. It can't detect the subtle shift in tone that reveals their real concern. This matters because by 2035, the problems we're solving won't be technical, they'll be human. Climate change isn't a technology problem, it's a coordination problem. Healthcare isn't just data, it's trust and communication. Quick exercise. In your next 3 conversations, try this. Don't think about your response while they're talking. Instead, ask yourself, what is this person really trying to tell me? Watch how everything changes. Skill number 2, contextual pattern recognition. AI is incredible at finding patterns in data, but here's its fatal flaw. It can only see patterns in the data it's been trained. Humans? We can connect dots across completely unrelated domains. We can take a lesson from biology and apply it to urban planning. We can see a pattern in Renaissance art that solves a modern business problem. This is called cross-domain synthesis. And it's how every major breakthrough happens. Story example, Steve Jobs famously took a calligraphy class in college. Seemed useless, right? That class gave him the pattern recognition to see that computers needed beautiful typography. That useless skill became the foundation of Apple's design philosophy and a trillion-dollar empire. By 2035, the people who can synthesize insights across wildly different fields will be the ones creating value, not the specialists, the synthesizers. Your action. Start consuming content outside your field. Read biology if you're in marketing. Study philosophy if you're in tech. Your brain will start building connections AI never will. Third skill, ethical navigation in gray zones. Here's an uncomfortable truth. By 2035, almost every major decision will involve AI. And AI doesn't understand ethics, it understands optimization. Let's look at a real scenario. An AI recommends a medical treatment with a 73% success rate. But it's optimizing for statistics, not for this specific patient's values, fears, or cultural beliefs. Who makes the final call? The human who can navigate that complexity. The future isn't about choosing between right and wrong. It's about navigating the space where both are partially true. It's about making decisions when the data says one thing, but human dignity requires another. This is philosophical sophistication, moral reasoning, ethical courage. Challenge. Next time you face a decision, ask, what would the data say? What would my values say? And how do I honor both? Skill 4, adaptive learning agility, or what we call learning to learn on steroids. By 2035, the average professional will need to completely reinvent their skill set 3 to 4 times in their career, not update it, reinvent it. The question isn't, what should I learn? The question is, how do I learn anything faster than anyone else? This is meta-learning, understanding your cognitive patterns, knowing when you learn best, how you process information, what accelerates your comprehension. And here's the kicker, AI can't teach you this, because learning isn't just information transfer. It's pattern recognition, emotional regulation, motivation management, and cognitive flexibility all at once. Practical tip, track how you learn for 2 weeks. When do you absorb information best? What conditions help you remember? What triggers resistance? Then optimize your learning environment around those insights. Final skill, relational intelligence in a disconnected world. Here's the paradox, we're more connected than ever, but more isolated than ever. By 2035, the ability to build genuine human connection will be rarer than coding skills are today. This isn't about networking, this is about the ability to build trust rapidly, to collaborate across differences, to create psychological safety in teams, to inspire people toward shared goals. AI can facilitate communication, but it can't create the spark that makes someone say, I trust this person with my career, my life, my vision. That's pure human magic. Story. There's research from MIT showing that the best performing teams aren't the ones with the smartest individuals. They're the ones with the highest collective intelligence, teams where everyone feels heard, respected, and psychologically safe. Your move. In your next team interaction, focus entirely on making one person feel truly seen and valued. Watch how it changes the dynamic. Okay, let's connect all of this. Deep listening, pattern recognition, ethical navigation, learning agility, relational intelligence. Notice something? Every single one of these skills builds on the others. They're not isolated capabilities. They're a system, a way of being. When you deeply listen, you recognize patterns in human behavior. When you recognize patterns, you navigate ethical complexity better. When you can learn quickly, you build stronger relationships. It's a flywheel, so here's the action plan. Starting today, Week 1. Audit day 1 to 7. Document every skill you're currently developing. Ask, will this matter in 2035 or am I just following trends? Identify which of the 5 future-proof skills you're weakest at. Be brutally honest. Week 2. Experiment. Choose one skill to focus on. Dedicate 30 minutes daily. No exceptions. Deep listening? Have 3 conversations with 0 distraction, pattern recognition. Read one thing completely outside your field daily. Track what changes. Week 3. Integrate. Combine your chosen skill with your current work. If you're in sales, apply deep listening to client calls. If you're in tech, use pattern recognition to solve problems differently. Journal the results. Week 4. Compound. Add a second skill. Notice how they amplify each other. Share your process with one person. Teach them what you've learned. This accelerates your own learning 10 times. But here's the thing that separates people who actually transform from people who just watch videos like this: community, accountability, shared growth. The future isn't about lone wolves developing skills in isolation. It's about networks of people amplifying each other's capabilities. It's about collaborative intelligence. Find 3 people, just 3, who are committed to this journey. Share your progress weekly. Challenge each other. Celebrate wins. That support structure will 10 times your results. Look, 2035 is only 10 years away. That's shockingly close. In 10 years, you'll be living with the consequences of decisions you make this week, this day, this hour. You can spend the next decade chasing whatever tech trend is hot, learning tools that'll be obsolete by the time you master them. Or you can build the cognitive infrastructure that makes you valuable regardless of what technology emerges. The choice isn't between being replaced by AI or competing with it. The choice is between being generically skilled or becoming deeply, irreplaceably human. This might sound like a lot, but here's what to remember. You don't need to be perfect at all 5 skills. You just need to be slightly better than you were yesterday. 30 minutes a day, one skill at a time. Consistent action over flashy intensity. The future belongs to people who can do what AI can't, who can connect what seems unconnectable, who can navigate complexity with wisdom, not just intelligence. Start building that future today. We'll see you in 2035, and we can't wait to see what you become. If this resonated, here's what to do next. Right now, before you click away, make one decision. Choose one skill from these 5, just one. Write it down, put it somewhere you'll see it tomorrow morning, then commit to 30 minutes. That's it. 30 minutes tomorrow to start building that skill, not next week, not when you have more time, tomorrow. The gap between people who transform and people who just consume content? It's not talent, it's not resources, it's the decision to start before you feel ready. 10 years from now, you'll either look back at this moment as the day everything changed, or as another video you watched and forgot. The choice is yours. The future is waiting. Now go build it.